The uncrowned monster, the day NASSER El Sonbaty shook bodybuilding forever. The lights exploded across the stage. The crowd stood frozen, and then it happened. A giant unlike anything bodybuilding had ever seen walked into the spotlight. Not just massive, not just shredded, but terrifyingly complete. When NASSER El Sonbaty stepped onto the Olympia stage, people didn't see a human physique anymore. They saw a living monster carved from granite. His shoulders looked impossible. His chest resembled armor plates. His arms stretched like cannon barrels, ready to burst through skin. Fans whispered one sentence again and again: "How is this even real?" But here's the shocking truth that still haunts bodybuilding history. Many fans believe NASSER should have been Mr. Olympia, and that controversy still burns decades later. Born with unmatched genetics and a warrior mentality, NASSER wasn't the typical bodybuilder chasing attention. He was intelligent, disciplined, and brutally honest. While others played politics, NASSER spoke the truth directly, and that made him dangerous in the bodybuilding world. The moment he appeared in the 1997 Mr. Olympia contest, the bodybuilding universe changed forever. People expected greatness. What they saw instead was total destruction. NASSER arrived with a physique so massive and conditioned that even legends looked nervous standing beside him. His back was thick, beyond imagination. His legs looked sculpted from stone. Every pose felt like an earthquake shaking the stage. The audience erupted. Commentators were stunned. Even fellow competitors couldn't hide their shock. For many fans watching that night, the winner was obvious. But then came the decision that sparked outrage across bodybuilding history. NASSER placed second. Second. The crowd could not believe it. Fans screamed. Forums exploded. Bodybuilding magazines debated the result for years. Some called it the greatest robbery in bodybuilding history. Others believed politics had stolen the crown from the uncrowned king. And NASSER? He didn't stay silent. That's what made him different. He openly challenged judging decisions and exposed the darker side of bodybuilding. While others smiled for cameras, NASSER brought raw honesty. He spoke with confidence, intelligence, and fearlessness. Some admired him for it, others feared him for it, but nobody ignored him. Because when NASSER spoke, bodybuilding listened. What made him even more shocking was the combination of mass and aesthetics. Most giant bodybuilders lose symmetry as they grow bigger. NASSER somehow became both gigantic and beautifully structured at the same time. His waist remained controlled, his proportions looked unreal, and his stage presence was absolutely overwhelming. At nearly 300 pounds in the off-season, he looked more like a myth than a man. Gym-goers stared at him in disbelief. Fans rushed toward him for photos. Competitors secretly wondered how they could possibly defeat him. Yet beneath all that muscle was a man carrying enormous pressure. The bodybuilding world saw a monster. But few understood the sacrifices behind the size, the endless training, the brutal diets, the pain hidden behind every flex. NASSER pushed his body beyond limits most humans would never survive. Every workout was war, every rep was punishment. He trained with a level of intensity that shocked even veteran bodybuilders. And still, he wanted more. More size. More dominance, more perfection. That obsession turned him into one of the most unforgettable physiques the sport has ever witnessed. Even today, when fans discuss the greatest bodybuilders never to win Olympia, one name explodes above all others: NASSER El Sonbati. YouTube videos about him still go viral. Old competition clips continue to shock younger bodybuilding fans who cannot believe physiques like that existed decades ago. Many modern athletes still study his poses, his structure, and his legendary conditioning. Because NASSER wasn't just another competitor. He was an ERA, a symbol of bodybuilding's most dangerous and hardcore period. And perhaps the most surprising part of all, despite all the controversy, all the pain, and all the battles inside the sport, fans never stopped loving him. Why? Because NASSER represented something real. He didn't pretend. He didn't fake humility. He stood tall, spoke boldly, and carried himself like a warrior, even when the industry turned against him. That authenticity made him immortal. When news of his passing shocked the bodybuilding world, fans everywhere felt the loss deeply. Tributes poured across social media. Old rivals honored him. Bodybuilders shared stories of his kindness, intelligence, and larger-than-life personality. The monster on stage was also respected as a giant outside it. And now, years later, the legend only grows stronger. Every time fans watch his 1997 Olympia performance, the debate reignites. Was NASSER the true champion? Did bodybuilding deny the crown to one of the greatest physiques ever created? Nobody can change history now, but one thing is undeniable. NASSER El Sonbati left behind a legacy so powerful that bodybuilding still trembles at his name. He wasn't just huge, he wasn't just shredded. He was a once-in-a-generation force who turned bodybuilding into pure spectacle. A monster, a rebel, an uncrowned king, and perhaps the most shocking physique the sport will ever see.